Hi, guys, and welcome back to Spiritual Bong Water. We're officially on episode 11. Check your surroundings, all right? Are you comfortable? Is the lighting right? Is your mind here? Or are you stuck in a loop from 3 years ago? Today's vibe is about the deep cleanse. We're talking about forgiveness. And before you roll your eyes and think it's some Hallmark card nonsense, nah, this is about survival. This is about why holding on to grudges is exactly like smoking out of a piece you haven't cleaned since 2024. It's stagnant, it's yellow, it's oily, and it's ruining the flavor of your whole fucking life. Let's pour that mess out and get some fresh and clear water into the soul. And your bong, please. Don't smoke out of dirty bongs. All right. The anatomy of a grudge. Think about a person who did you wrong. Feel that little spark of heat in your gut? That's resentment resin. When someone hurts you, it's like they threw a piece of trash into your yard, and if you pick it up and carry it around complaining to everyone about it, that's your dirty yard now. They're miles away, probably sleeping like a baby, and you're standing in your own beautiful garden holding a bag of their little garbage. The truth is, guys, anger is a parasite. It feeds on your energy. It takes the high out of your day. It replaces it with a low that you didn't even ask for. When you refuse to forgive, you are literally giving that person like real free real estate in your brain. Like they are living rent free in your fucking head. You've given them like a key to yourself. They always have access, and it's fucking bullshit. Don't do that, dude. Forgiveness isn't saying, hey, thanks for being a jerk. It's saying, I'm taking the key back. Get the fuck out my house. You know? Imagine your spirit as a bong. When it's clean, everything is crisp. The colors of the world are brighter. The music hits better. You can see right through the glass. It's transparent. It's pure. But every time you hold on to they said this or they did that, the water gets a little darker. It gets murkier. And eventually you can't see your light through it. You're trying to enjoy your life. You're trying to have a good time. But every thought you have is disgusting, stagnant water thoughts. You are filtering your joy through your pain. If you wouldn't take a hit out of a pipe filled with swamp water, why are you trying to live a life filtered by 10-year-old resentment? Come on. It's like time for some isopropyl alcohol for your soul, you know? Put some acetone on it. Figuratively, not literally, please. Deserving is a myth. Let's get real about the biggest lie we tell ourselves. They don't deserve to be forgiven. Man, who cares? Since when did your mental health become a reward for their behavior? If you only forgive people who deserve it, you're basically letting the worst people in your life decide how you get peace. And that's a trap. Forgiveness has nothing to do with them. They could be the biggest villain in the multiverse. They could totally be unrepentant, laughing about what they did. It doesn't matter. You aren't forgiving them to make them feel better. You're forgiving them so you stop feeling worse. Think of it like this. If you have a literal parasite in your arm, do you keep it there because the parasite doesn't deserve to be let out into the wild? Or do you rip it out because it's hurting you? Your peace is the priority. You rip it out because it's hurting you. Like, your mental health is the only currency that matters in this circle. And if the cost is your peace, it's too expensive. Drop that shit. Sometimes the resin is caked on there. For the deep-seated stuff, the family drama, the heartbreak, the betrayals, you need these heavy-duty tools. Ooh, sorry about that yawn, guys. Ooh, where were we? Okay. Try an empty chair session. Set up a chair, put a pillow on it. Imagine the person is sitting there and say everything. Don't be polite, be raw, scream if you have to, and tell them how they've ruined your vibe. Get it all off your chest. Once you're done, kind of imagine it turning into dust and blowing away. Like, just you in the quiet room breathing after that. Realize most people who hurt you hurt themselves. They were smoking out of dirty water before they ever met you, and they passed their spiritual bong water to you because they didn't know how to clean their own piece. Forgive them for being broken, not just because they're good, but because it's another confused human in a confusing universe. Pity is a much lighter emotion to carry than hatred. Another thing that I try and practice is, avoid people who've hurt you. Don't give them access to your life at all. Like, I'm talking about forgive them and never speak to them again. That is the best way to put peace in yourself. That is the best way to not focus on the things they've done that affect you, is to not see them. So you've cleaned your glass, you're feeling light, then ding, a text or a DM, right? Or you see them at the store. Or they're trying to dump their dirty water back into your fresh setup. How do you stay clean? Forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to go get coffee with them. It doesn't mean they're back in the inner circle. You can forgive a shark for biting you, but you still don't want to go swimming with it, right? If they're trying to bring the drama back, look at it like it's a cloud of bad smoke. You don't have to inhale. You can just watch it pass by. You can say, I've moved on from that energy, and literally walk away. You aren't being mean. You're being a curator of your own vibe. You're the bouncer of the club of your own mind. And if they aren't on the list, and if they aren't people who bring peace, don't let them pass that velvet rope, y'all. There's peace in silence. Okay? Close your eyes. What does forgiveness feel like? It's not a loud yay. It's a quiet oh. It's a feeling of your shoulders dropping 2 inches. It's the feeling of your heart finally beating at its own rhythm again, instead of racing to keep up with your anger. When you forgive, you finally get to meet the real you. The one that isn't defined by what has happened to you. The you that isn't victim of past events. You're just a soul sitting in a room, perfectly okay. The silence is the most expensive thing you'll ever own. Don't trade anything for that shit. Oh, guys, I hope that everybody learns to put these tools into use, because forgiving people really does give you a different perspective. I'm telling you, there's not one person who's hurt me that I haven't forgiven for my own sake. All right, well, you hear that? No? Me neither. But it's the sound of a fresh start. Episode 11 is on the books. Your homework, if you want, is to pick one thing, just one person, one comment, one I should have said, and let it go. Pour it out. Watch it go down the drain. And tomorrow when you wake up, notice how much easier it is to breathe. Stay high, stay hydrated, and keep that spiritual bong water crystal clear. And I'll see you in the clouds next time. This is your host, Cass, and thank you for tuning in.